Hello to everyone. I'm here with Global Academy of Coaching graduate Emilia Kakavani. Hi, Emilia.
Hello, Jill. Hello.
And I'm very, very happy to have you here with us because I love your story and I know it will inspire many people. Emilia, let's start immediately, and go into the most important thing. When you started Global Academy of Coaching Leadership Certification, where was your life? What was going on?
When I started, it was back in October 2018. The truth is that my life wasn't at its best. It was a moment with a lot of changes and a lot of hard things happening in my life. And I really felt the need that I wanted a help. And for me, it was also the first time in my life that I realized that you cannot move forward in life without some help. Usually I was too egoist to accept that. So it was a moment of, that's enough, I need to do something. And this is when you and Global Academy of Coaching entered my life.
And what did you want to do different, Emilia? What did you want to do differently?
It was back then. It was a moment that anything that I was trying to do, it wasn't working. So you try one way and it's not working. You try a second way, it's not working. You try a third way, then it's not working. And then you say you're running out of options, and you say there is no way. There must be something else. There must be something more that I don't know, and I need to find it. So it felt that I was running out of options. I wasn't at my best, but I knew that I could do it more, but I didn't have the right tools and the right mindset. So the most important for me is how to approach the new challenges that I had in life, how also to manage to succeed back again what I used to have in my life, and now that I have lost everything.
So how come you had lost everything? What happened?
A lot of changes, some bad options, choices that you think that they were right, but they were wrong. Or I would say also, you lose everything in a way that you have reached a level, but then you know that it's another level that you need to go in order to be satisfied and happy with yourself. So I think it's really personal to each person what this would be, because you might have a lot of things in your life and still you are not in the point where you want to be, or where do you think that you belong to be.
What was happening with your life then?
I had a lot of, I have just returned from abroad back to Greece. And my integration back in 2015, 16, 17 in Greece was challenging because it was the moment of deep crisis. So I came back in a country that financially and also relationship-wise was in crisis. And it was very challenging with the relationship. It was very challenging at work. And I felt that I couldn't really connect with my work, with my colleagues, and also with the people here, and that made the life quite difficult.
Tough, yeah. Emilia, did you have the resources, the money, and the time to do the Global Academy of Coaching Leadership Certificate?
I checked the program online. I realized initially that it was something that I could afford in terms of time, that I could do it as a part-time. So it was online, and that was very suitable for me because I didn't know where I should be or I would live. I would stay in Athens or go abroad. So being this program online was something positive. When I started also in terms of finance, I wasn't sure if I could afford it. I had the money, but I wasn't sure how it would go with the rest of my life. But I took the decision to start. I could afford pay few months. And then the beauty of this, as soon as I would say you start working with yourself and you start applying the tools that you learn, you can become a coach immediately. So in parallel with the studies, I could also work as a coach.
And what happened while you started working as a coach?
I started having an income as a coach, so I could pay the school. And
The certification.
Also the certification, yes, I started paying the certification. And that's the beauty of it, because we work also in the GAC, we worked also the topic of abundance. And then you say, no, it's not gonna work. And then magically it says that it does work. So sometimes there are months that I could pay the entire tuition of the month, and on top having more income beyond the fees that I was paying to the school. And also there were months that I could also have the 1/3 of the salary that I was getting in my morning job, but obviously not spending 1/3 of the hours that I was spending in the other job.
And you have a very demanding job, huh? That is
I have a very
supposed to be very paid, good
yeah.
good paid as well.
Very good paid. Yes, exactly.
Excellent. Emilia, now on the other side, what did you learn through the Global Academy of Coaching certification?
The most important thing that I learned is and also learn how to apply it, is that our brain is a muscle, and the mindset is something that can't be trained. Our mindset and how we think is something that can't be trained. Obviously, in nowadays, this is something very well known. Everybody says, yes, your mind is a muscle. True, or your brain is a muscle. True. But in this school, I learned actually how to train it and how to make it work for me, and how to make things happen and move forward and exercise it day by day. Because obviously we can read an article about how to do that, we can read the book, but I think the most important thing is that you need to learn how to train it every day, how you should stay in your center every day. So it's not something that you do one day and then the other day it's finished and you are done. It's a continuous process. And in order to learn how to do that on a continuous way, on a daily basis, you need the right tools. And I would say that these tools and this mindset is the most important thing that I got from studying in Global Academy of Coaching.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Emilia, what would you like to say to someone who thinks of studying to become a life coach? What would you like to share as a message?
Don't even think about it and do it. For me, I'm not, it might feel that I will be exaggerating, but I'm not. And that's why I want to say it publicly, and I am sharing with all my love. I would fully recommend to someone to join the Global Academy of Coaching as a student. For me, it was one of the most valuable investments that I have ever done to myself. And I have no second thoughts. And even sometimes that I have thoughts in terms of the money. Is it, will I get it? Is it too much or not? I guarantee you the money and the value that I got from Global Academy of Coaching, it is an investment that has paid off financially, and also it has built foundations also for my future in terms of financial. So I've got, in terms of value, back everything that I have paid before even the school ends, before even the training ends.
Excellent, excellent. Emilia, it just came to my mind in our first call that we did together. And I had told you a phrase. I don't remember exactly what I told you. I told you that one day you will be thanking me. I told you that.
Yes, and
What did I
miracles
tell
happen.
you?
Yeah.
What did I tell you? Do you remember?
I think it was something that you should have faith and believe, because the truth is that I have lost a bit my faith. And you told me, like, yes, have faith and miracles happen.
Yeah.
And
And you told me, Jill, I already bought it, because you had already put the down payment. And
yeah,
you told me, Jill, you don't have to sell it to me. I already bought
yeah.
it. And I told you, I'm not selling it to you. I'm just saying to you that this is the beginning of, you know, the rest of your life, like we say to all the students. It was so funny. And I told you that one day we will be talking about this and we'll be laughing.
True. In the beginning, you have a lot of, obviously, doubts when you start a new thing. What I've also learned from, it was an important learning for me, to be honest, is, and something that I challenged myself, and it was one of my biggest wins, is to be faithful and committed to something. And because initially in the beginning, you're having a lot of, you start excited, then you start having doubts. Is it this for me or not? Is it the money? Is it the time? Am I in the right path or not? Then your ego starts playing some games. And then that's why I say it's a mindset game as well. For me, I said to myself, no, it's one of the few times in your life now, without having someone, you know, saying to you, you should do this, but it was a personal choice to stay committed in something. And for me, being committed in the Global Academy of Coaching, it was practically one of the things that led me to be committed in other things in life and be successful in other things in life.
Yes, I can see that in your life, definitely. And also, I will never forget the first CC. So during our studies, we have a weekend that we all made it and we're live. And the first CC that you were practicing was during a long weekend after Christmas vacations, that there is a day off, you know, there is a national holiday in Greece. And I'll never forget that you came, you were so pissed off at me. That we had the CC workshop in the weekend, and you were like, you know, your energy was like, you know, and it was very funny, because then how many more CCs have you done? 3?
Yeah, 2 or 3, yes. And I will always would like to go now in these workshops. And
Weekend workshops. So you are a living, I'm laughing because you are a living, you know, I always felt, and with the professors we had been discussing, you're one of the students that we were pulling, you know, in some way. You know, you were there, but you always needed, you know, a little push in your back. Of course, you always did what you had to do, you know, but it's very interesting to see that now you're even more committed than the rest of the students. So how things shift. So Emilia, I'm really proud of you. I know everything that you have achieved, and I thank you so much for this interview. And for you that you're considering to becoming a life coach, let's book a session in order to see if Global Academy of Coaching Leadership Certification is for you. Apply. We don't enroll all the students that apply. We have a very rigorous way of seeing who's a right fit and who's not. And let's see if we can support you to become a leader and take your life to the next level. So once more, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you very much. Thank you personally. And I would also thank all the rest of your partners that you have in the GAG. They are all excellent. And I really thank you and them very much.
Thank you. Have a great one.
You too.